자, 굿모닝. 안녕하세요. 자, 오늘도 신앙과 영어와 운동을 함께 잡아보는 세 마리 토끼 함께 잡기 아침 영어 성경 낭독하면서 스쿼트하기 진행해 보겠습니다. 오늘은 잠언, 특히 잠언은 31장까지 있어서 날짜에 맞춰서 읽으면 되니까 혼동할 필요도 없고요. 오늘 4월 27일이라서 27장 읽어보겠습니다. 제가 운동을 하면서 무릎이 튼튼해져서 이제는 이제 강화를 조금씩 하고 있어요. 아령 들고 합니다. 좋은 것 같아요. 아령 들고 하니까.
Proverbs chapter 27.
Proverbs chapter 27.
Don't brag about tomorrow. You don't know what a day will bring.
Don't brag about tomorrow. You don't know what a day will bring. What a day will bring.
Let another person praise you and not your own mouth. Let an outsider praise you and not your own lips.
Let another person praise you and not your own mouth. Let an outsider praise you and not your own lips.
Stones are heavy and sand weighs a lot. But letting a foolish person make you angry is a heavier load than both of them. Angry is
Stones are heavy and sand weighs a lot, but letting a foolish person make you angry is a heavier load than both of them.
a heavier load than both of them. Anger is mean, and great anger overpowers you. But who can face jealousy?
Anger is mean, and great anger overpowers you, but who can face jealousy? jealousy가 더 어렵다는 얘기죠.
Being warned openly is better than being loved in secret.
이것도 좋은 것 같아요.
Being warned openly is better than being
being warned openly is better than being loved in secret.
loved in secret. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy kisses you many times.
Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy kisses you many times.
When you are full, you even hate honey. When you're hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet.
When you are full, you even hate honey. When you are hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet.
Anyone who runs away from home is like a bird that flies away from its nest.
Anyone who runs away from home is like a bird that flies away from its nest. 집이 최고란 얘기죠.
Perfume and incense bring joy to your heart, and the sweetness of a friend comes from their honest advice.
Perfume and incense bring joy to your heart, and sweetness of a friend comes from their honest advice. Okay. 진정한 친구라면 충고를 해줘야 된다 말이죠.
Don't desert your friend or a friend of your family.
desert보다 여기 desert겠죠. Don't desert your friend or a friend of your family. Don't desert겠죠. 버리지 말라.
And don't go to your relative's house when trouble strikes you. A neighbor nearby is better than a relative far away.
And don't go to your relative's house when trouble strikes you. A neighbor nearby is better than a relative far away.
My son, be wise and bring joy to my heart, that I can answer anyone who makes fun of me.
My son, be wise and bring joy to my heart, then I can answer anyone who makes fun of me.
Wise people see danger and go to a safe place, but childish people keep on going and suffer for it.
Wise people see danger and go to a safe place, but childish people keep going on and suffer for it.
Take the coat of one who puts the money for what a stranger owes. Hold it until you get paid back if it is done for an outsider.
Take the coat of one who puts up money for what a stranger owes. Hold it until you get paid back if it is done for an outsider.
Suppose you loudly bless your neighbor early in the morning, then you might as well be cursing him.
Suppose you loudly bless your neighbor early in the morning, then you might as well be cursing him.
A nagging wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm.
A nagging wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm.
Stopping her is like trying to stop the wind. It's like trying to grab olive oil with your hand.
Stopping her is trying to stop the wind. It's like trying to grab olive oil with your hand.
As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another.
좋은 친구가 좋다는 얘기죠. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another.
A person who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and a person who protects their master will be honored.
A person who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and a person who protects their master will be honored.
When you look into water, you see a likeness of your face. When you look into your heart, you see what you are really like.
When you look into water, you see a likeness of your face. When you look into your heart, you will see what you are really like.
Death and the grave are never satisfied. People's eyes are never satisfied either.
Death and the grave are never satisfied. People's eyes are never satisfied either.
Fire tests silver and heat tests gold, but people are tested by the praise they receive.
Fire tests gold and heat tests gold, but people are tested by the praise that they receive. 그러니까 칭찬받을 때 경고망동하지 말아야 된다는 얘기겠죠.
Suppose you could grind a foolish person in a meal. Suppose you could grind them as you would grind grain with a tool.
Suppose you could grind a foolish person in a meal. Suppose you could grind them as you would grind grain with a tool.
Even then, you could not remove their foolishness from them. Their foolishness from them.
Even then, you could not remove their foolishness from them.
Be sure you know how your flocks are doing. Pay careful attention to your herds.
Be sure you know your flocks are doing. Pay careful attention to your herds.
Riches don't last forever, and a crown is not secure for all time to come.
Riches don't last forever, and the crown is not secure for all time to come.
The hay is removed, and new growth appears. The grass from the hills is gathered in.
The grass,
Hills is gathered.
the hay is removed, and new growth appears. The grass from the hills is gathered in.
Then your lambs will provide you with clothes, and the money from selling your goats will buy your field.
Then 그죠?
Your field.
You will have a plenty of goat's milk to feed your family. It'll also offered your female servant a field.
You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family. It will also feed your female servants.
You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family. It will also feed your female servants. 자, 이렇게 다 읽었습니다. 몇 분 걸렸죠? 딱 10분이네요. 그러니까 10분만 이제 투자하시는데 10분 동안 제가 스쿼트 몇 개 했나 한번 세보시면 보통 한 절 읽을 때 3번, 들을 때 그 다음에 하면서 3번 해서 이렇게 6번씩 할 수 있는 것 같아요. 그러면 오늘 27절이었으니까 아니지 몇 절이었죠? 27절까지 있었네요. 그러면 곱하기 6 하면 이제 자기 스쿼트한 개수 나오겠죠? 자, 이 습관 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 자, 여러분 오늘도 승리하세요.